Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII mission video. Today we're going to be starting off with getting a very important item. In order to do that, you need a few things. First of all, you need to go to the mission, the Determined Recruiter, which is 766. It's in the, getting precious items. And run around a whole load until you find the magic pot, but before you do that, you have to equip certain things. First of all, you need to equip the Gill Toss Materia, you need to equip the Costly Punch Materia, and you have to get Octo Slash. It's going to ask you to use Gill Toss, then it's going to ask you to use Costly Punch, I think, and then it's going to ask you to do 99,999 damage, which you can use Costly Punch a second time. And then you need to get Octo Slash. This is really annoying. It took me a very long time because the DMW is the DMW. What you have to do is just equip as many Octo Slash materia as you can that you think that will help. And then just either keep fighting it and trying to level up the materia or, you know, whatever. Just, it requires luck. This is the 5th or 6th time that I had to fight a magic pot in this mission, and the enemies here are really hard. Luckily, I finally got it. I actually had gotten Octo Slash after like the first, or second magic pot that I encountered here, but it activated right as I was using Gill Toss, so I didn't get it because I used stuff out of order. So yeah, this is a very, very tough one to do. The other magic pots, it doesn't, you don't get the item from if you do this, but if you do everything right, and this took me several hours to do. You get the Genji Shield, and the Genji Shield is amazing! It is very, very amazing, getting over here. So yeah, I was just doing that, like, on its own time is really annoying. But anyway, let's check it out. As you can see, I have 3 Octo Slash materia. The Genji Shield keeps barrier and barrier active, absorbs all elements, nulls all statuses, so essentially it is a protector ring. It is a wizard bracelet or whatever it was, and it is a super ribbon. So yeah, now we don't have to worry about status, and just everything is awesome. So I'm going to rearrange my materia here, because yeah, I had to do a completely different setup. But anyway, on to the missions. Monster Research Project in search of the unknown. Investigation of the Caverns. While pursuing monsters you had report on your last mission, we uncovered new species of creature. We would like you to conduct investigation of these mysterious cave-dwelling monsters. So yeah, we're continuing where we left off in the last episode. I would say the Genji Shield is one of the more important pieces of equipment out of the Genji set to get, because, I got a fat chocobo feather, because it's just, I don't know, just it saves a lot of room that you can use for other stuff. Right now, I would say the Genji Shield and Brutal, and the whatever we have that breaks our HP cap are the most important things. But yeah, it's really important to have that status protection at this point. There are certain enemies that ignore that, but it's really just these worm guys that use absolute stop thread, which we're not going to be running into for a little while. But anyway, yeah, there are 2 chests here, the Fat Chocobo Feather and the Element Blade. The enemies are the Sajin Princes and the Iron Claws, which have 44,686, 9,708 respectively, and the Grand Horn is the enemy here with 65,040 health, and once again, it's immune to everything, and you have to use Costly Punch. Yeah, I use Assault Twister. So yeah, I equipped Graviga and not Graviga, a Quake and Dual Cast here because it's just really nice for crowd controlling. Okay, new species found. We have received word of from our troops of a new type of mover. As you know, movers possess extremely powerful magic. We need soldier to fight this threat and place it with the troops. Get moving and face off against the movers. Ha, get moving and I get it. I see what you did there. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of missions today. I spent a little more time than I should have on each of these descriptions, as I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, there are 2 chests here. One is all the way down to the right, and one is on the way to the boss. Luckily, a lot of these areas, a gold omelet over there, a lot of these areas, once you figure out where, you can avoid most of the enemy encounters. Excuse me, I just had lunch, so I get part of the chemo thing. Ultima, yay. Part of the chemo lasting side effect is that I have constant indigestion, so I make noises, if you've noticed in my Let's Plays. But anyway, the boss here is a Mover EX, 34,860 health, and you got a health and dog out of that. That's mastered with magic plus 35, so yay! Also, there are the Sajin Princes and the Iron Claws. Sahajin? I don't know. I'm gonna keep doubting myself on that. Okay, on to the next one. Search of the unknown. More new species found. Yay! We have received reports of a new breed of monster in the caves. By obstructing the way forward, are the Mover EXs we discovered in the previous mission. Go to the caves and eliminate them. There is one chest here. This is, luckily, most of the missions here are shorter maps. I say that, and then the next 3 missions are going to be huge maps. Don't listen to me. I almost died there. Good job, Dobie. Also, use potions, because at this point, potions and the high potions and the X potions all do the same thing. And yeah, the boss is just more movers. It's the exact same enemies, except instead of Sajin Princes, they're Jack-o'-lanterns. 92,850 health. Now we get a wizard bracelet out of that, which, well, it absorbs elements, which we don't need anymore. New Cavern Found. An undiscovered cavern has been unearthed. At this time, we do not even know what kind of life forms might be found there. We therefore must ask a soldier operative to conduct an investigation by exploring within and collecting information. And then I just kind of sit here for a little bit again. So this upcoming mission has also a magic pot. And this magic pot will need Ultima, Tri-Fire, Iron Fist, and Electrocute, which is really weird. There is one chest in the middle, on the middle row. Let me see what this magic pot can give us. This magic pot can give you a jeweled ring or an assault targe. I don't really care about either. Also, we run into most hungry enemies, which have 137,800 health. Also, Horned Devils, which have 72,800, and the Jack-o'-lanterns as well. So, the assault targe does what? Sounds like something Riku would have. And yeah, most of these missions are pretty easy. We're going to be clearing through a lot of them because we're going to be going to the easier ones, and you know, as we just go through the rest of monster research project and stuff. Aegis armor, that's fun. And we get SP turbo attack out of that. Very nice. Alright. While I'm looking, we'll go on to the next mission there. Somewhere around here. Another cavern. We unearthed another cave near the one you explored in the previous mission. We assume the presence of some monster, so head over to the site and gather all the information you can. This one is a bit bigger. Actually just a little bit bigger than the previous one. This one has 5 chests, I think. We're gonna start up over here with Thundaga Blade. And the rest of the chests are mostly out of the way, but they're kind of on the way out of the way. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Probably doesn't. Where is it, stupid? What was that? That was the high jump? No, Giselle Greens. Let's see, Jeweled Ring is luck plus 20 and doubles items drop. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, the Assault Targe is attack and vitality. There's a high jump. Assault Targe is attack and vitality plus 50, magic and spirit minus 80. So it's just for offense. Got a Mithril over there. And one more on the way to the boss. There's a lot of stuff here that I didn't get that I probably could have gotten from like magic pots and stuff. But anyway, the boss here is... oh no, what are these guys? Gremlins? No, maybe. Whatever they are, 58,770 health. Also, you can run into the magic pots, the same magic pot here again. And you can run into the magic pot in the next mission as well. I think this is the only time we have a recurring magic pot. The Great Beast. In this area, the names refer to a creature as the Great Beast. All we know is that it's indeed extremely large. All other facts are cloaked in mystery. Go to its supposed location and find the truth about this creature. This is a mission where we're going to be very happy, Fat Chocobo Feather of course, where we're going to be very happy that we got the Genji Shield. Dark Matter. So where do we start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 chests here. 2 Dark Matters. Most of the chests are on the way to the boss, except for the final one. And this one. With Gasol Greens. Yay! It's very easy to get turned around in this map. At least this is one of the maps, like the cave maps that doesn't have the stupid bridge in it. And Saga Blade. What do we have here? More Most Hungries. And Destroyers with 52,500 health. Yeah, that's not really going to help, is it? Level 60 die, that's a number. I don't think we actually get too many more level ups in the game, in the Let's Play. I don't really fight that many more enemies. I mean, I do, obviously, I do the rest of the missions, but like, not enough for a level up, really. And we got Sniper Eye over here. Now it's time to head to the boss, which is in the middle chamber here. I'm sorry, we have to get this chest first. Somehow avoid all the enemies there. But anyway, the boss is a Gaia Marlboro with 1,285,650 health, except now that we have the Genji Shield, it's completely useless. It's completely useless now. You just have to watch out for that gastric juice attack, or gastric acid, whatever it was. And I guess Ultima, I guess that too, but the point is it can't do horrible things to us with its bad breath. And it's so gratifying to be able to just punch this thing in the face multiple times and just see it not be able to do anything. And to get the gold hairpin out of that. It's like our 3rd or 4th one at this point. Now I think we're going to be heading over to the Genesis Forces line? I think so. Yeah, major offensives. Foes in the Wasteland. This unlocks at the start of Chapter 10. The unstoppable momentum of Genesis troops has now reached the Wasteland just outside Midgar. Defeat the commander and stop them from advancing any further. And we're now going back into the unbelievably easy missions. So these are all just going to be lickety-split, really. Yeah. There are 2 chests here. One over here with a stop materia. And on the other side there is an elixir. At this point in the game, you should be using your elixirs if you need them, because there's nowhere else that you're going to be using them. I mean, come on. And we get crystal gloves from killing the G Eliminator with 65,300 health. Alright, next up. And the rest of these missions just unlock sequentially. The rest of the Genesis line here. Clash of Genesis Forces. Red alert! This is an emergency situation. Genesis troops have raided the basement level of the Shinra building. Operations are continuing as normal to avoid a panic. The enemy must be kept from entering the upper floors. Head there discreetly and eliminate them forthwith. I think I was talking about how little I see the word forthwith used in general. It should be used more. Anyway, there are 4 chests here, and except for the first one, they're all out of the way. Mondova, you can find them? Yeah, there's one. And this is also, if you don't really stick to the corners, you'll be running into enemies all the time. Enemies here are the G Valiant with, there's a titanium bagel there. G Valiant with 6,800 health. G Slayer with 27,590, the G Predator with 12,460, and the Hunting Hound with 6,689. So yeah, once again, really easy. I would suggest dual cast Quake, and that would pretty much kill everybody, even with like not such a great magic stat. I would also suggest having a high magic stat. Now we got 4 slots over there. I think we got an X potion at some point. I wasn't looking. Down this hallway, there is an attack up double plus materia, and down the other hallway is going to be the boss. Yay. And the boss is going to be the G Slayer. Yep. And we get a silver omelet out of that. I guess G Slayer and G Predator or something. Yeah, once again, just easy stuff. Okay. Base in the caverns. Just as troops cannot be stopped, they have set up a base in a cave near Midgar and are preparing for the next attack. Infiltrate the caves and destroy their weapons to quash their plans. Quash is another word you don't see too often. Anyway, there is one chest here, and it's on the way to the boss. It's just down the middle path there. I don't even bother trying to avoid these guys. The enemies here are Crazy Dagger, 17,432 health. Go, we just punch them. There we go. There are also G Valiants, Hunting Hounds, and the boss here is going to be a Red Scorpion with 96,080 health. That's wonderful, isn't it? So yeah, the Red Scorpion is the Red Scorpion. It's the Guard Scorpion, you know, you just... Faraka Blade from that. I started using the Quake thing and I realized, oh right, I have Costly Punch, just bang. New mission! New mission! Surprise attack on Midgar. A battalion of Genesis copies has commenced a surprise attack on Midgar. The base we previously destroyed appears to have been a decoy. Hurry to the site and smash the Genesis copies. Once again, we're in the building place. There are 2 chests here, both out of the way from the boss. Surprise, surprise! One is down this hallway. Should be a silver omelet. And one is all the way to the most lower leftiest part of the map. With an M barrier materia. And the boss is on the upper middle part of the map. Let's see. The enemies here are G Veritas with 6,771 health. The B Saucer 3s with 1,830 health. So once again, Quake, get rid of all of them. And the boss is going to be G Devastator, 88,287 health. 2 of them, excuse me. So yeah, they're a little bit stronger, but we could really just punch them. Or we could use Quake. It doesn't matter. But anyway, we got an Osmaga Materia out of that. Da, da, da. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. Okay. One base at a time. New sightings of Genesis troops are filtering in. We have no choice but to crush their bases one by one to stop their invasion. Head for the caves where they were last seen and vanquish the enemy. One base at a time is all we do. And we're at 85% now. One base at a time. It's good for you. Sorry. There are 3 chests here. 2 of them are out of the way up the bridge area over here. The enemies are going to be Sky Armors over here, who have 16,844, excuse me, health. We got a Gasol Greens there and a High Potion here. Yeah, you can't use Quake on these guys, or Gravity for that matter, so just punch them or do something. Have light health on Daga, maybe. And there's another chest that's past the boss over here. Ooh, excuse me. And it is a Aegis omelet. And the boss should be a G Balder with 72,308 health and a G Devastator, once again 88,287. And we get a Drain Blade out of that. Drain Blade Materia. New mission! Sorry. Okay, going back down to Genesis forces. Got a rumble in Midgar. The supposed plans by Genesis' main forces to attack Midgar were merely a diversion. The special operations unit has already infiltrated Midgar. Eliminate the enemy on sight. Diversion? Oh, noes. There is one chest here. And it's in the next room. And the boss is all the way to the left of the map. Yeah, this is once again just a, I don't know, a whatever type map. We got the G Spartans, the G Balders, the G Devastators, and the Sky Armor, in addition to the Sweeper double pluses who have 24,580 health here. And speaking of that, we have a little bit of each here. We have two Sweepers and a G Devastator that I punched. Salt Twister Plus. I didn't even see myself hitting it, but okay. I have to take the game for its word that it's dead. Okay. 336. Regain the Mako facility. A Mako excavation facility has been taken over by Genesis troops. If they were to obtain Mako energy, it would greatly boost their capabilities. The facility must be taken back at all costs. Eliminate the enemy in the facility. Alright. Come on, Dovey. I don't need that long to read. Okay. So there are two chests here. Both are on the way to the boss, surprisingly. There's the enemies here are the G Spartans, Balders, and yeah, there's a Dominator now with 125,200 health. There's also the Belzeq dogs with 9,180, and the Sweeper double pluses. Here are the Belzeqs and the G Spartans. How did I hit that? Anyway, that's the G Balder. Boulder Dash! Ha 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 ha! I'm so funny. Do 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 do. Okay, and the chest here is a Health Thundago Materia. And the boss here is going to be the G Dominator once again. Punch and punch. And you get a Blast Wave Materia out of that. Okay. Now the mission's getting easier again for some reason. Regain Shinra's Materia. Some of the weapons possessed by Genesis troops have apparently been powered up with materia stolen from Shinra. Sneak into the enemy's base, destroy the weapons, and get our materia back. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, there's a really small map with one chest with an elixir over here, and shooter machine, 33,205 health. Two of them. I'm not prepared for this. I was prepared for it. We got an electrocute materia out of that. I like the bass line in that. Do do do. What a beautiful map. Okay. On to the next one. Powered up copies. Oh no, now it's gonna be hard. Powered up copies of Genesis have been confirmed. We had predicted the Genesis forces would fortify themselves with these copies, and facing defeat at their heads is not an option. Eliminate the battalion. Fine. There are 2 chests here. One is to the, well, right over here on the right side of the map, and one is in the boss room. Also, let's talk about, like, powered up enemies. The only Genesis enemy is the Prowler. The G Prowler, 7,675 health, so I don't know what it's talking about. Get Dark Matter over there, and the boss here. I guess it's just a bunch of these guys, but yeah. So, you get the death jump there. What you saw there, the reason why they didn't die right away, is the G Prowler actually has a final attack. When it dies, it will automatically do this thing where it launches a knife at you, and it could do 2 hits on you, and it might also stun you or something. It hurts. Reinforced copies. Genesis troops are successfully powering up their copies. We have found a battalion led by copies of extraordinary magnitude. They might be formidable, but you must fight and eliminate them. So yeah, be careful around the Prowlers, because that can actually screw you up, because you think, oh, they're dead, yay, and then you stop moving, and that's bad. Anyway, there's a Tri-Fire Materia there, and there's an Elemental Strike Materia a little past the boss. I think I get it. I know one of these missions, I just completely skip one of the chests. But we got the Spitfire here, which has 22,205 health, and the G Prowlers once again. Yeah, see, they have that knife toss. It's not doing much here, but there's a powered up version that you fight later, and it's really annoying. Also, I think I avoided the boss. Yeah. Hi, Cisne. Hey, level up to 70. Alright. It's really funny seeing him just like, haha! Nah. Okay. It's actually pretty funny to see. And again, Elemental Strike there. And the boss is going to be a G General with 164,430 health. So it'll take a whole 2 attacks. Oh no! And we got 3 Mithril out of that. And a Lunar Harp, which was kind of cool. Alright. Still got a little ways to go. Oh, 3 missions? Yeah, 3 missions left. Okay. Come on, Dovey, go. 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 Yeah, just heal myself up, I guess. Okay, return to Madagascar. I mean Midgar. We have discovered that one of Genesis' special units has quietly snuck into In Midgar, conduct a raid in their hideout, and vanquish Genesis forces before they make a move. If you see my stats also, they're actually kind of low. They're like between 60 and 90. And at this point in the game, that's a really bad. You should be working on stat increasing materia, because that's a good idea. Although we will be able to find a way to get super stat increasing materia a little later. And by a little later, I mean like at the end of the mission stuff. So you might just have to wait to see that. The enemies here are the G Prowlers, the G General, G Guardian, Metal Saucer, and Hell Slasher. Hell Slasher is 41,245. The Metal Saucer is 4,786 health. The Prowlers here, once again, just 7,675 health. General there is 164,430 once again, and the Guardians have 60,245. Got the X Potion, the Vital Slash, and we get a Flare over here. Okay, 2 more to go. Did a lot in this episode. We did 6, 12, 24. Destroy the copy factory. We discovered one in Jess's base where toughened copies are being produced. We must prevent them from strengthening their forces. Eliminate the enemy inside the base. There are 2 chests here. One is on the top of the map, and the other one is on the way to the boss. One on top of the map here. Excuse me, game. I got Hell Slashers in the way, and more of these G Centurions, who have 18,435 health. It's nice that I keep getting this activated. It's just good for, you know, dark matter up there. It's good for DMW completion to have lucky stars activate a lot. Got a Mithril there. And the boss here is going to be G Guardian, right? Yeah, 60,245 health. I would get 3 adamantite out of that. Also, the G Centurions have that instant death attack, so make sure you have status protection, like Safety Bit or the Genji Shield. Genesis Evolution, strongest copies yet. Despite the destruction of one of their factories, Genesis troops have sent new types of Genesis copies to the front line. Only Soldier can take them out. Destroy the new copies. Okay, this will be the final mission we do here. This one is a bit longer also. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests. And they're pretty much all out of the way except for 2. Yeah, we got an elixir there, I think. We got the Centurions with 18,435 health again. Yeah, we've already seen this one. There's also Hellhounds, 12,240 health. G Guardian with 60,000 again. And there's also G Purgatorio with 102,850 health. Okay, so up over here there should be a Sea Chocobo Omelet. Yay! And let's head across over here. This should be a Lunar Harp. Yay! And the boss is down the side over here, but we're going to go around. Because there are 2 chests over here. One has a Zayunut, and the other has a Phoenix Down. Yay! Okay, and just going down this way, the boss is going to be the G Purgatorio, which is like those enemies that we encountered in the Depths of Judgment, the Lake of Oblivion, or whatever the place was called. I don't know. They're really annoying, and you have to get used to how they attack, because they have this thing where they just launch themselves all over the place at you and then hit you again. But anyway, you get SP Turbo Magic, which uses SP to make your magic higher. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we're going to finish off the Genesis tree and do a little bit more, I think. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Several Level 4 with Crisis Core mission videos. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.